There's something with an open house. It said open house up at the front of the neighborhood.
I will say that this one here.
I like that one.
Man.
Yeah. I like that one.
I want a dark color house.
Same.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
But also the contrast with the white
and the arbor
with the rustic driftwood.
Yeah.
That's
I like
that. I mean, yeah.
From here, that roof looks angled. Over the three windows.
Right. It does.
Yeah, it's an optical illusion.
Is it?
Yeah, because of the pitch on the main roof, in conjunction with the pitch of the metal roof, and then the angle of the front jut out. And then the shadow coming off of it, it's all an optical illusion.
I was about to say, because I'm looking at the flashing above it. Is that flashing or is that ridge?
Yeah, it's the flashing.
Flashing right on the very top of it. From the left all the way over, it is the same amount of distance from that ridge cap down to the flashing.
Yeah, it's the optical illusion.
Yeah.
And then the ribs on the metal. Oh, no,
everything in here that we've
beautiful.
passed is pretty. That first one on the right, that's like the baby blue and the white. I'm not loving the color combo from the side and the yellow door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels very comfortable.
But I really like this kind of stuff. I was telling
the
him.
house spacing is just perfect. It's enough.
I gotta be careful because when y'all are having a conversation, I can't have one with her because we're both mic'd up. Mess you up. Oh, I like the red door on that one. Give it a flash. Flash of color. This is really nice.
You know, I'm probably going to be surprised when we walk inside. Because, again, all right, Kim, so the last house, you couldn't tell from the outside it's 3 stories.
Right.
That's why I said 2,400 square feet. And I'm probably going to be surprised when I walk in here about how they use the space.
Right.
And how much bigger it is inside than it seems outside.
Do we know how much square footage this is?
3,000.
3,000.
I can tell you though, I'll get the numbers for you.
I think it's 3,300.
But I guess the way the space is used, but more so, they're probably building deeper
Right.
than they are wider now.
Yeah. I mean,
On this one, yeah. Yeah, this one is.
I'll make no comments about deep versus wide. It's not a big deal. I can let it go. Let it go.
Going there.
Don't go there.
2023 is a year of house girth.
I love the doors. House girth, is that what you said? Freaking idiot. I love the doors. So I was just telling him that this is what I want. I want something like this, but I'd much rather rent something like this for a while and then go.
Are these like 10-foot ceilings? And these doors are like...
The doors are 8 foot.
Man.
It gives an illusion because there's a step up to the door.
I know, but still.
4-bed, the house is listed at 738,888.
That's it?
4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 2,856 square feet on an unfinished basement.
This is actually way cheaper. Oh yeah, smells good, feels good. Oh, now these are the doors I like, babe. These are the ones I wanted for the last house.
Kim, this reminds me of a house we walked before.
The one next to the fireplace, the fire department?
It was down in a hill when we first started recording long ago for walks.
It's like being back in my last kitchen.
And I can find the video, I'll show it to you. But the kitchen was white. And the layout was similar.
I'm in so many houses.
I mean, if we need to move back to Georgia. She says I can walk to Lake Lanier. This is my count. This is like minus the sink being in it, but that'll be okay.
Beach around the corner.
No, there's not.
Yeah. You can drive to the boat ramp around the corner.
Oh, the fake beach.
And then there's a little beach.
Okay.
Yeah, not an ocean
Oh,
beach.
and back to
Hey,
gas top.
they didn't skimp on the soft clothes.
Look, and it's gas top.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss gas.
I mean, you still got plenty of gas.
Man, this is way cheaper.
Nice pantry.
This is price-wise cheaper than I would have expected.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The ones that I wanted that we could not find at Home Depot when we were
door.
doing our last house.
5-panel door. Nice garage.
Yep. With no light.
There's a.
There it
There it
is.
is.
So
Yeah, nice garage.
Look how big those doors are.
Say what, Greg?
Last August, you could have bought it at $769,633 before they started building. So that was the list price as they were breaking ground. Then they had it on the market till November 1st. They pulled it off the market because they lowered it $5,000. Then they put it back on the market on November 8th, 2022 for $769,633. Did a price reduction on January 8th of 2023 to to $749, knocked $20,000 off, and then let it come off the market, and then it came back on the market at $749 again, and then they finally, on May 8th, they made a price change to $748,888, and then a day later, they lowered it to $738,888.
So what's funny is that this is like the same kind of color as our island that we did, but
are
it's a
these
stained
price
island.
changes, these
So
rapid price changes.
I like the floors.
Somewhat being provoked by other properties nearby, and they want to show up.
So they're probably trying to get more aggressive on their price changes because they want to move the product now that they're sitting on the inventory home, which now they're paying an interest mortgage on this property.
High interest.
So they're paying a high interest mortgage to build
Yeah.
it.
So every time Jerome Powell decides that he's going to raise interest rates, they're like, lower that price.
So here's the down.
Pretty much.
That's a good point.
Here's the downside to this backyard. Before you get there, I'd like you to know that you're going to be sitting here one day and you're just going to see little children tumbling down the hill because there's like a little outdoor kiddie pool, but it literally does this, and you're just going to see them, and then they're just going to keep going to the next one.
True story.
Yes.
It's not a very usable backyard.
So you want to hear something kind of interesting?
Always.
That's weird. Why is that electrical outlet right in the middle of the yard?
Okay, do you know why?
What is that?
There's probably, that's an alarm, this probably has to have a pump for their
Sewer?
their septic tank.
Oh, this is
Their
septic.
septic lines are back there, and it's probably pumped up, and that's what that is for. And that dome on top.
Is so you know not to-
It's got power.
Could they not like put it in a better place?
Wait,
Like
You're
underneath
telling me
the-
they're on septic with a pump?
Well, no, because if you have to pull it up or do anything, you don't want it to be underneath
so
the.
they pump the system up. Now, I
Deck.
have to
This house
confirm
used to
that
be
because you
green.
can't put.
So that means that the basement's already stubbed out
On
for
the on-site,
for
it was
for
like,
bath.
that's why it's
Yeah,
not
and we can
selling,
take a look down
because
here.
the
It's
neighbors
massive.
hasn't fucked up.
It's probably close
So
to
then they painted it
1,800
white.
square feet
And it still isn't
or
selling.
more.
Well, it's because it's backyard and that little
Yeah.
round thing in the back.
So this house is on 2 acres.
How?
The woods.
Goes that way.
It goes that way.
It's on 2 acres, but you're literally kind of living on like half of usable acre.
I was about to say, you can use this one little swath of land right here.
If somebody wants 2 acres, they don't want 2 acres where they can talk to their neighbor out the kitchen window.
I was about to say, because I
You know what
mean,
They usually want to be more secluded.
you can't sit on your back deck without watching those
But
kids
then
tumble.
also, if you're on septic, you have to have a minimum size lot acreage.
Right, at least
Half acre.
half acre, right?
Okay, I need to walk around this place. What's happening over here? So they've stained all of everything in here is stained, babe. The island is a blue stain.
Uh-huh.
So are the bathroom vanities. They're blue stain also,
Interesting.
which means it's probably a cheaper build if you have stainability. Did you walk into another spider web?
Yeah.
Because I can see it from here.
Nobody's been out here in a minute.
Yeah, there's a spider web that goes down the stairs
Like you got this big monstrosity.
right next to you. They need to put shrubs in between
The
to block it
worst thing they could have done was put windows right there.
so that all you're doing is staring out.
yeah, do more cabinets there.
What would have made sense was for that to be on this side and that to be over there.
Yeah, you need to put those Leland, was it the Lelands?
The Leland trees, the ones that look like little Christmas tree, the Leland spruce, I think is what it's
Yeah.
called.
The reason why they couldn't is because it's on a basement. And so if
The
it were reversed,
vines.
the basement would be completely underground. There wouldn't be any exterior access.
Okay.
They had to put the basement on this side.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. I don't like how they didn't double stain
Oh, the trim.
the trim
Yeah.
on this because it's a completely different color and it stands
Yeah.
out incredibly. They
Somebody
didn't.
that's not represented by a real estate agent would recognize that, and they would wind up buying this, and then the builder would be like, yeah, well, that's how it was, you signed up on it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. When we walked through the new build we bought from KM, oh yeah, you love that. Kim was she's like, no, fix this. and fix-"
Meticulous.
She had the blue tape
She had the
everywhere.
blue tape everywhere.
They
Yeah.
hated me, didn't they?
What I'm not a fan of is the white cabinets don't match the white trim, so it makes the trim look very, very stark against the cabinets.
Okay, so Kim, where else could they put this? Because basically here, you've got, a total of 4-inch seam
Yeah, I mean-
versus the 30.
I get that, but like
The
seam
caulk
could
it
have been
or
better.
yeah,
Like that's
They
just a
should've
crappy
folded.
job.
yeah.
They should have filled it.
But I mean, if I was buying this house, I would have wanted it where it is, but I wouldn't accept that. You don't pay a lot of money for quartz countertops and have a crappy job.
Well, maybe that's why
like this
nobody bought this one yet.
That could be.
I think it's the trim around the island, but I like the countertop a lot.
Subway tile.
Yeah, the countertops are nice.
Coffee station. That's what I've decided this is.
Is
This
there
a
power
coffee
over there?
station.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that outlet.
Yeah, and there's outlets on the side here too, like exact same spot we did ours.
Now, I thought about this randomly the other day. Why don't they start building these recessed so that a full-size refrigerator looks counter depth?
Right.
But on the other side of the wall,
Bump it that
Yeah.
way. I agree.
like
That would make way more sense.
I actually had a friend when he remodeled his kitchen, he did that.
I think they do it for
Seriously.
the
And it's
door
like, it's
opening.
genius.
Well, they do it for the door opening because
Well-
if it's a certain way, you can't, because it would hit the little
Because I
side
looked at
pieces.
some house the other day and you just see this gray side of the refrigerator just like stands out.
It
It's just,
sticks out like 6 or 8 inches
Yeah.
depending on your
And-
handle.
and if you go counter depth, then you're like sacrifice on space
Yeah.
Which we learned.
And it's so expensive.
and hard to find good ones.
Yes.
It's hard to find good ones and they're like ridiculously expensive.
Okay, come
Yeah.
look at this. I want to see what else is over here. So you have the bath. That's what I was saying. You can see the stained. You can see the stain from here,
Interesting.
and then small little closet, which is cool. That's just a half bath, which is nice.
So
What's
I'm going to
this?
show you another reason why maybe it's not selling is go in that
What
front
is that?
room right over here.
What is?
Greg's
So-
holding a meeting in here.
Yes.
Oh, he's in there. Okay.
You've got
Oh,
a
basement.
double door, so perfect for an office. But in the newer, like what they did in the newer model,
What are you doing?
Trying to get away.
so they, in the newer
That should have a
updated
bathroom.
version of this, that is a bathroom.
That should be a bathroom, not a closet.
This is actually
I mean, if you had, let's say you had.
where's the railing here? Like, who wants all this just to hang?
Just to have a regular
Now
closet.
you call this like a coat closet instead. You put because that's that hallway or that right there is down to the basement, and that little side one by that bathroom is tiny. That could be like your cleaning closet, or that could be a coat. But you could use this for your safe, your filing cabinets. If this is an office, if you want to have all your stuff, you jam it in here, and that way this is less cluttered and open. But sitting here is just like not last house, but house before. You have the view out the windows, but then you would have had doors.
These remind me of Lewis's, and I like those.
Yes, those windows.
Because they can be open all the time
Yeah.
and not need any treatments.
Yes.
But it's not like super invasive like these types of windows.
Yeah.
And then you also have this wall still to do things on.
Put furniture on.
Yeah.
You're not, limited.
I like the wainscoting, whatever you call it. I always say it wrong. That's the basement, but I want to go up this way. Now, here's my problem is that they're still using these cheap yellow lights everywhere. You can't have this nice interior and use yellow.
give you that farmhouse feel, maybe?
The white one gives it the modern feel like the rest of the house is supposed to be.
But it's a modern farmhouse.
Where do you see a chicken?
That's what everybody's going
Where's
for.
the chicken?
At the homestead community, remember?
I want to go up here. I feel like when they build houses that are 2 stories, they do need to have that little jut out right here so you can put something pretty.
Right.
So it's not just like
That's
this
the
dead
circle.
space. Yeah.
I like when they put a window here.
Yeah, oh yeah, that would be nice too. Or you accent that one, that's like a whole thing of wallpaper.
Yeah.
That's what I would do actually. What is this?
Loft. I know, they're selling
It's-
it off as a loft.
But it's a weird thing because it's a noise right outside this bedroom, noise right outside that
So
bedroom.
They put like a little TV thing there.
Uh-huh.
And I guess it's like kids and gaming.
Yeah,
Right,
maybe.
then they could do it up here instead of downstairs.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear you, but
This is wasted
you
space.
got smart TVs now. Who needs that?
I know.
Right.
Who's plugging in coaxial?
Nobody.
Nobody.
It's a waste of time.
See, they got more white light in this one. That one's nice. Well, actually, there's natural light coming.
But here's the best view. Look at those two beauties out there.
Yeah, right? That's what I was just thinking too. Nice view with a nice car.
They have a massive backyard. The fenced one
Oh,
over
yeah.
there? That is
They
huge.
could get some horses in there.
They,
Oh, yeah.
Actually, they could. You're right.
Will the HOA allow it?
No.
Oh.
Very
Hey, no,
strict
the closet
HOA
up here is the same
No
way.
goats, yeah, strict HOA. No chickens, no
That means I gotta
goats,
go.
no
Is
I
cats.
there a
told you
pool-
no
is there a
chickens.
pool for this community?
No.
No pool.
There's
Oh.
a lake.
Okay. So the HOA fees are low?
No.
No.
Because the reason why is there's only like 50 houses in here. And we're gonna have, so the HOA fees take care of the community dock. Number one. Number two, they're just before building a big pavilion with fire pit and all that kind of stuff. It's all gonna be covered. So.
What's the rule on the dock? You got like
Rule on the
a,
dock
You gotta buy a
is-
slip.
like,
They're gonna auction, when the community's finished being built out, the 8 houses that are actually on the lake automatically get a dock. And then there's 8 more.
like get 8 individual docks.
Well, it's one big dock with
Yeah.
8 slips.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then there's another dock right next to it that has 8 slips, and they're gonna auction them off to everybody in the neighborhood. So it'll be deeded.
So then shouldn't only those people be paying the HOA fees for the dock?
No.
Would it still be a
because-
community dock at that point?
Yes.
Yeah, because at the end of the dock, there's like a big area where you can go down and fish and sunbathe and
Okay.
hang out.
So you still have access.
So
to
you
get
still
down.
have access to use the end of it.
Now, does the end of it have tie off? So if you have your boat or your something, you can pull it up
Yes.
right there, tie off,
Okay.
and
Yes.
There's no tie-offs on the end of the dock.
Uh-huh.
But that doesn't mean that they won't get there.
Right.
Okay.
And if they did, is there like a rule like, oh no?
What?
no, the way he was standing and
Oh.
he was doing like
I'm-
the.
No, I'm,
You
no.
don't like my answer?
I just didn't know if it was like a rule like
Put black paint.
you can
She
tie
was
up-
instead. She didn't like it. That's it.
for a reasonable amount of time, but you can't
But it matches.
keep your boat here or something.
Right, you can tie up, you're not supposed to stay overnight. So, like, we'll have access to it, and they call it a day slip.
Are y'all gonna try to get your own through the auction?
No,
No.
our boat won't fit in that.
I was about to say, have you seen their boat? Mm-mm, they need
No,
like the
well,
real
your
thing.
boat's actually a yacht, right?
This is for dinghies.
technically a yacht?
Not,
Dinghies.
it's for dinghies.
Technically,
I don't know what the,
It's in the classification
What
of a yacht, but we
describes
don't,
but the size, like for visualization, the size is yacht,
40 foot and up is a yacht, yes.
and yours is
45.
45. Got it.
So those slips can hold like a 30 foot.
Okay.
Right. I think they're 10 foot wide?
Yeah.
11 foot wide
10
maybe?
or 11.
But yeah, it's nice and it's all brand new, so we'll maybe get a little video of that later.
I got
So this one's cool.
You don't like my shorts?
Frumpy.
This one's cool because it's a Jack and Jill bathroom. So these two connect, which is cool.
Yeah.
And then you have a really big laundry room with a random closet.
So
What?
go all the way in.
That's what she said.
Here's-
Well, this
So
one's locked
you
from this
can
side.
Finish that space later.
Uh-huh.
Finish this
Oh,
off.
it's locked?
Make
Yeah,
this
from
off.
that side. I'm guessing this is the master then.
Yeah, it is.
Because I saw this and then I saw that door and I just assumed that was the closet, but that's the bathroom. Oh. See, I like the bathroom. Oh yes, I'd love to sit here in my tub and stare at their front
Well,
door.
we got
Another 160 feet,
Ew.
what we got 4 by 8 on this plywood.
8 and 8,
Yeah.
that's 16.
Because of that.
That's
And
2
so then
feet.
what's this? Linen?
That's
Okay.
18 feet.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hello.
go the other way.
Yeah.
Okay, so go that way and then hang a right ski. So this is the master bedroom. Halt, wait. This is the master bedroom. It's all whatever. You have double doors into your bathroom.
It's like one door cut in half.
Okay, but come look at this. Come look how great this is. From standing right here, you're like, this is glorious. Wait, stop moving. You're like, this, back up. You're too far. Right about there. From here, you're like, this is glorious. We have a walk-in shower. We have a nice tub. There's a toilet over there or something, and then some stuff, and then you have whatever. But then come here. Come here. Let me show you. Let me show you. You're like, I'm gonna take a bath, I'm gonna relax, and I'm gonna wave at FedEx as they drop shit off at the next house. Cause what is this? You can never have outside light. You must always have something closed. What is the point in this window? You can't stand here and get outside light while you do. Oh, also, why are there no mirrors on the?
Yeah, like how are you supposed to blow dry your hair?
So at the 769 price, they had mirrors, they might have taken them down.
But you gotta think, you can't even sit here and do your makeup in natural light because you have to keep this, especially if you're bra and underwear or whatever. And
Yeah.
Unless you really like
I
the
could
neighborhood.
never
yeah,
live
unless,
here.
yeah, no.
I could never live in this one.
You'd have to
Same.
do some kind of
Or
And there's a little
you
linen
could,
closet.
and they would move because they're like, look, Greg is naked every
I would make
morning.
it real uncomfortable for the
Does he
neighbor.
really need to take 2 hours to get ready?
Why does he stand like this and dry things like this? Why is
Fancy blow dryer.
You're like, why are there butt cheeks prints on the window? Like, they'll move. You'll
And
be
then
fine.
The lady would be like, why is my husband hanging out on the porch all the time?
Keep pruning that.
Oh my God.
The bush.
I'm like, that's not how you want to find out. That's not how you want to find out your husband's gay.
No. Greg's over here doing his thing. Husband's over there all the time drinking Bud Lights, watching you.
Yeah, it's
No,
about
that's not what I'm here for.
I do like the size of the shower. However, there's like the world's smallest ledge for your stuff.
Yeah, I get that. They could have doubled it up.
I feel like you could have had a whole seat in there.
Every
And
time
then-
they have a show and you're just over here like,
Right.
But this is what they do with the spec houses.
Oh, man.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
well, you see, the architects, they build these floor plan designs off of functionality and, trends,
Yeah.
not based on lot placement and practicality. Like,
Again, the house itself is nice. I like
Yeah,
the
it
house
is.
itself, but based off, unfortunately, what's right around it, I wouldn't buy it.
for those reasons, you're out.
And for
And
those
you're
reasons, I'm
on
out.
2 acres.
That you can't use.
Sort of.
Why not put the master bedroom on that side
Yeah.
where you had like flipped?
It's literally
Yeah.
like
That's
having.
what Michelle said before, yeah.
I was like, that's crazy.
Is it-
That should have been there.
Yeah. But if this lot had the ability to have another house next door, you'd have the same problem.
Right.
Well, but why not take all of this space, prep the lot the right way, leave it as it is so you still have your side light basement and your garage on this side because I get the driveway thing, right?
Flip the upstairs.
But how about turn it like this so you have more privacy?
Yeah.
And that's not right on.
Because
the-
probably they're already pushing it with the setbacks where the house is. If you turn it, angle it, then you have that issue.
Right. The corners.
But at the same time, everything you described is something that somebody would do, and that same person wouldn't put that crappy seam on the quartz countertop in the kitchen.
Right.
I want to see the basement.
Exactly.
But like this 2 acres here is literally like having like a Hellcat
Yeah.
with 1,000 horsepower,
You just can't go anywhere.
but you can only access like 200.
I don't like that they shined up the railings but not the floors. Like they shined up the step and then the rails, but the floors are matted. Like I need you to have a continuation of something.
Consistency.
Yeah,
stay
consistency.
with, the consistency.
But are most people that
Anal retentive?
All right. Well, most
notice, like, do they notice it? Like, or they know, they just like, they're going to be blinded by all the
Blinded
newness
by
and
the
everything that they
light.
like and anything that they may not over time, they do not,
It'll catch up.
especially first timers.
Right?
Yes, exactly.
First timers don't know what they don't know.
That's right.
Yeah.
What bothers me more is none of these stains are the same.
And that first timer could be a first time home buyer or also a first time agent.
Right. Yeah, we're both.
Yeah. You got a first time home buyer with a first time agent. This is, boy.
You're not gonna be happy in 6 months.
Here, floors are one color, the stairs are another color, the railings are another color. You stand right here and you have 3 different colors in a brand new spots because they anything.
No, these floors aren't stained. These floors are engineered.
No, the floors are engineered, and the stairs are
and
stained.
So the floor, no, the stairs.
Yes, the stairs are stained.
That's also.
I'm looking at the stain.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're also oak. That's why.
Well, so
Okay.
that they are also oak.
Because
so
it's
the
cheaper to
downside-
go that route than get the pre-made runners.
Yes. So you have a different wood there and a different wood here, and you shined this one, you didn't shine that one, but you can make the oak floor stain match this. You just have to be willing to do
And
a
they
little
painted the
work.
crap out of this.
Oh yeah, I was looking at that. It's all on the outside and all here on the inside.
Yeah, they're gonna do a little touchy.
See? I
Touchy,
didn't
touchy.
see that last time.
And they got it on the fireplace, the paint all over the black on the fireplace.
For speed.
But as the painter, like, how do you walk away from that?
Because they already got paid.
Right, because they're getting paid by the day.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
I mean, it's still a nice house. I like that, y'all know I'm a fan of big open kitchen and this. This is very nice.
Yeah, I feel like the excavation of this lot, if they had to do more, it would have cost a lot of
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
And this is their only option here without going, because the creek is right there. So you got a creek that runs down from that side all the way out on the road over there. But
This could have been a lot better too. They could have
The
put a
whole
wall. They could have put like a wall.
I mean, they put a retaining wall for them right there. Why not put a dividing something here too?
Yeah, that would have been better.
Yeah, I do like that they kept stainless steel look for the everything in the kitchen. They didn't like try to go extra. Hiccups. I mean, basement. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what's down there. I know it's unfinished, but I'm curious what it looks like.
So we're going stools, table, couch,
Just like
just like we did
Mill
before.
Point. Yeah.
Just like it.
Yeah. But I want to see down here.
It's weird. They screwed it.
Oh, fully scented down here.
Overscrewed it.
So we do have the stub out for plumbing.
So that's a plus. You don't have to worry about adding that. And you have the walkout to the side. And you have the spider web.
Stupid shit right there.
Well, have this.
And they use the cheapest paint.
Look at that stupid shit.
The wall paint is $6 a gallon, just so we're all fully aware.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
How are you gonna charge $750,000 for a house and use $6 a gallon paint for the inside
Because if
and
they didn't, they
$25 for the
Charge
outside?
you $800,000 for the house.
So Kevin, I was right. Plumbing flows out to the back, so it's not.
Yeah,
a pump
low end
out.
interior,
It would be
second lowest end
pumped to
exterior.
their, septic lines, okay, so this is all draining to
Yeah.
here.
these houses
I gotta look for the other.
Well,
Any other
where,
pipe.
Exactly.
Where-
It's just pumped out to the basement, right?
yeah, so the septic's gonna have to be lower if it's gonna be gravity, if it's gonna be,
The septic is here, so that would have to get ejected out of here and tap into that.
Where are you walking to?
The reason why that power line was there was probably because their septic lines have to go
The
up
rest of
that
your
hill,
acreage?
and they're pumping the
guess.
septic lines up. Yeah,
Wait, I want to see what this is.
how much you wanna bet that if you actually pulled the spec on this house,
It does not have that paint spec. I can guarantee
if you
it.
pull the spec or if you pull their submittal, if they even did one,
It's going to have much higher end paint than that. It's going to have either zero VOC or it's going to be something much higher end for these walls because that's what happens. The painter gets the approval, then they go to the store and they pocket the difference. They buy that and they pocket the difference of the money. Every single
no,
time.
you gotta also think, you also gotta think that the painter who gets the contract hires a sub who then,
Yeah. Who just says, this is the color we want?
You shouldn't leave things hanging around because I'm going to
know.
start looking.
Yep.
Oh, we should bring that upstairs.
Tile backsplash, gas cooktop, no disposal, double oven, dryer, gas furnaces.
Oh, me neither.
Okay, so that's that.
This is a good price.
Bathroom vanity,
This is something.
switches. Okay.
well, yeah.
That's your radon.
In here should have the specs for the other stuff. Unfinished basement added. So here's your original design and must. That's their design for the kitchen. Still the kitchen with the sink, back refrigerator, cabinets. Okay, that's the vanity in the bathrooms. Oh, it doesn't have everything. I was hoping it had like the full specs. This is the master because I think there's a divide in the middle. Nope, no specs. All right, no full specs in here, just the dimensions.
Just the plan.
Yeah, the plans. But there's your breaker box, so at least you know where that is.
You know, I'm looking at this compared to upstairs, like this doesn't feel like a big basement.
But it's the same.
It's just open.
It's because it's open, which is weird. Normally that makes it feel bigger. But,
Maybe it's the size of the bathroom that they planned for.
well, because this bathroom here is the size of that hall closet, the small little hallway, and the bathroom upstairs.
Yeah, so that bathroom is here, the hallway is here, the closet is there. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have this back here. Interesting.
Kim, I'm just gonna answer this.
Okay.
I think we're done down here anyway.
Kim said, we got to talk.
Wait, hold on.
We gotta talk about it.
She does.
Oh, we gotta talk about this drawer right here?
I'm hot over this.
You need the microphone. Hold on. You better get up in it.
She good?
Okay, so I'm hot about this. Let me tell you why. You see anything wrong in here?
That's a trick question.
Do you see anything?
So this is some bullshit, right? Seriously. When you have heavy utensils in here, it is not easy to open. You're like, do you go around your kitchen, Michelle? Like,
Yeah, it should have been a centered, a bigger
Right.
centered handle.
Where's the handle?
To
Why
dis-
so cheap? Do you know
distribute
how
the
much
weight.
these are? They're like $2 for 1,000 of
Oh,
them.
wow.
And They destroyed it. So let me give you my
destroyed it?
experience. They destroyed the kitchen by doing this cheap ass crap.
Oh.
Okay. So what
gonna come
what
loose
can
real
you
quick.
what can you do different with this?
Honestly, you probably have to have handles made specifically for these, the widths on these.
So this is very, very long. So
Yeah, that's really wide.
I paid a small fortune for my house. Moved in. Before we moved in, they put all this cheap crap on mine, and the garbage thing.
Oh,
Why
you
is
didn't,
this
you didn't
a-
choose the hardware?
No.
You
no.
didn't? Okay.
So why? Why? This is going to be heavy. Why?
And what's going to start doing is it's going to start cracking around there.
You know,
'cause the
you know how
weight
long it
of
took us?
And then it's going to come off. The track's going to get bent.
You know how long
eventually.
it took us to find our hardware?
forever.
Yeah. So let me tell you my experience. I spent all this money on a house, same situation. Then I have to have the cabinet company come back, take every drawer and some doors that I had and fill all the holes and repay for them to fill the holes and then paint the doors again. And then come back and install it so that I can have normal pulls. Like they should
that doesn't
have,
even-
drawers shouldn't have this. This looks cheap.
Do you see this?
Oh, no, you're right. So, because you're right, Kim. So,
Is the rubber stop?
because right here, if we wanted to even go with a custom fabricated pull, it doesn't work here because there's only one hole.
Right.
So,
So what do? If you have a handle,
Yeah, you're right.
like that's more appropriate,
yeah.
then you've got a hole in the middle of your drawer.
Now, let me give you my devil's advocate here, okay? Some designer somewhere saw this in another country and was like, you know what, let's do that. That's gonna be the new trend, not thinking about the actual functionality of it. A designer,
Like a third
a
world
designer,
country, maybe.
a designer that doesn't spend any time in the kitchen.
Yes. I was going to say the same thing. Why are there so
Right.
many outlets on the backsplash? How many appliances can you plug in?
That's a good question, but I think it's the law.
It might be the code.
Yeah, it's like
Is it?
code. But that's,
I don't
that's
think
a
ours
lot.
are- that's a lot.
We don't have that.
Like, oh, let's keep our mixer here, our toaster oven there.
No, like, we got to charge the iPhone, the iWatch.
Oh, my
the
Lord.
Alexa's got to be here.
The iPad.
Don't
Yeah.
they make one thing you can plug in like 15 phones?
Yeah.
I mean,
So
Clark Griswold had
the
one.
mudroom over there, there's no hooks on the wall thing, so where are you supposed to put your stuff?
oh,
We gotta buy
She
that.
goes, yeah, about that.
I would have personally, I would have rather not had any knobs or anything. And then in here, like how cheap? Just give me 2 friggin' hooks.
Oh, they
right?
didn't-
Or
they didn't-
3.
They didn't. They
do
made.
you know,
They
do you
made
know how
the,
much they are?
They made the tree, but they didn't give you any hooks.
They're
It should
cheap.
be 3. 1,
We-
2, 3.
We had to put our own hooks on too.
Huh.
I was like, seriously?
Yeah, we
They were
had
like
to
$2.25 each. Please, people, come on. That was stupid.
I pack of 50.
Was that something if you would have marked it in the walk, say, hey, this isn't done, they would have.
No.
They're not putting it-
If I would have built it from the ground up, I could have asked for that. So this is a.
So there's nothing wrong with it because that's just not what they do.
Well, I mean, that's how it functions, but that's just how some of these builders cut corners by being so cheap.
You know, you're right. Car manufacturers do it too.
Yeah.
So they'll pick a part and they'll say, you know, we can get this part for 10 cents instead of 35 cents. And that part is detrimental to the lifespan of the engine. And then you throw timing, blow the engine. And why? Because they save 25 cents.
The kid wanted you to see how cute Max is while he sleeps on the carpet up against the my mom's cats and little dog has Tucker in it.
It's all like, and some bean counter in the back say, oh, we're going to save millions of dollars doing this. But what's the cost down the road?
I was like, that's racist, but he meant it like literally. I didn't
Like
know what
actual
happened. I didn't know what was happening on her.
Okay, so why spend an extra $750 on a sink? Because this is not standard. Why put an upgrade like this in here and then do that?
So
Why?
this is an upgrade, but there's something wrong with this because there's a reason why we didn't get this and we went stainless because
The porcelain will crack.
They chip.
And it will yellow.
They do chip.
Yeah.
And once it chips, like you can never really repair it
I mean,
properly.
they have a porcelain repair kit.
Yeah,
you
but
get,
it
it's
doesn't
not the
come
same.
out
It
good.
smells absolutely awful.
Yeah, that epoxy.
so Kim, the cabinets of the future will have no knobs, so you'll just be like,
Right.
open it.
Yeah, well, and they have some right now that you press and they open.
So you just have dirty fingerprints on everything. Love
Or, yeah, or you press me and I open it for you.
it. There you go.
Greg, open that. Open that.
Make sure you use 2 hands. Don't be pulling this joker off the track. We ain't got time.
Yes.
Alexa, open my top drawer. That's what I want. I want more stuff. Just
You know
like
what I
that.
want? Alexa, make me coffee. Deliver it to my spot. Oh, by the way, 2 eggs, 2 pieces of bacon.
Alexa, make me a mimosa.
Alexa.
Right? Mimosa.
12 to 18 months, you'll have it.
That's
Hey, look.
Yeah, right.
It's
I
coming.
wouldn't be surprised.
It's coming.
Just all
After we
move to
can make it.
Belize and we'll hire somebody. Can you imagine?
But you know, Belize is nice, but not really a good beach.
Oh, never mind. It's all about the beach for me. I don't care.
It-
I did not like
it's
the
hard
beach in
sand.
Cozumel. I did not like the sand.
It's,
I didn't.
Well,
the
look where
water
you
was
live.
pretty.
It's you're
Right, you're in sand.
Look where you live. You're in like Powder,
visit San
one of the
The water-
nicest beaches in
That
the
water
world.
you're-
The
Carry
sand
on.
in Cozumel, it was like quicksand and mud all mixed
Yeah.
together. Like you just sink
Yeah.
into it. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
The water
It was gritty. It was like rocky.
Yeah, corally.
Yeah, yeah.
Next
A lot of
time,
coral.
just bring yourself a couple bags of sand from your beautiful beach area that you live in, because you can take sand, but you can't take water.
Same
And when
thing
you
with
get to the
Grand
beach,
Turk.
you
Grand
put
Turk
the
was
sand
like
down.
that.
It's my sand.
Yeah.
The water was beautiful, but the beach was.
Because we want to go other places. Like I want to go to Tahiti. We want to go to. We do want to go to Belize. I want to.
I try to go to-
I want to go to San Martin and stuff like that. Like I want to go to all those places. I want to go to Maldives, but that's really far away. So I don't know. Maldives.
Oh, Saint Martin.
Maldives.
No, it's in Maldives.
St. Martin
That-
is
yeah. I want
beautiful.
to go there, and I want to go to Saint Kitts and Nevis. Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Saint Kitts.
But she
I know
also
there's
wants to go.
Saint
She wants to go to
Kitts, Saint
Singapore. She wants to go to all these places where she will not eat the food.
Go to Thailand. Thailand is supposed to
I
be
lose
like
so much
beach
weight.
and.
She watched Crazy Rich Asians the other day. She's like,
Yeah,
oh,
I love
Was it? I love it
But when they
too.
go to the food place, I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
How many protein bars can I pack that'll let me take on the plane? Because I couldn't.
That's what Karen and Nate do. They're doing AG1 and protein bar.
Protein